Hey everyone, and welcome to the PlantStock channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jesse. Folks, today I have a very special video for you. We have an interview with the Chief Growth Officer for the Tattoo Chef, which is Matt Willams. I didn't interview him personally, but I did write the questions. I have a friend, Ken Spector, who was at the really large natural foods expo down in California, which is supposed to be maybe the largest plant-based food expo in the US or one of the largest. So my friend Ken had a chance to talk to Matt Willams and ask him my questions and some of the subscriber questions too. Because if you remember, guys, 2 days ago, I really asked you quickly, please give me some questions. And I tried to just give them to Ken and hope that he had a chance to ask as many of these questions. Now, from the start, Ken actually talked a little to the CEO, if I understood him correctly, and we were supposed to get an interview with him. Then that didn't seem possible. Then they talked to Sarah Galletti, the actual chef, and they were supposed to meet her now on Saturday, yesterday, but she didn't turn up. And eventually it became Matt Willams. And that's still great news, right? He's the Chief Growth Officer. He definitely knows what's going on. Now, I just wanted to show you the questions we had for Matt and the Tattoo Chef company. And these were some of them that came up. The first question that I asked, and guys, I'm going to, after we've seen the video, it's about 5 minutes long, the whole interview. I'm going to comment on them in the end. So stay tuned for that. But this was the first question we asked. Will they ever start only producing vegan items? And if not, how come? The other question after that was, which is one of you guys who actually stated this, what is the strategy going forward for marketing products? What is the target audience for the ads? And after that, these are also some questions from you guys. That Tattoo Chef is finally moving into other food items beyond the freezer section, snacks and health bars. What about other domains, desserts, milk alternatives, and focus on vegan cheese? I know a lot of us are wondering about that. They do have some of them already, but still be interesting to hear more about that. And then we had here, do they plan to get into protein supplements? And what about the fake meat market? And then we also had here, this is from Mayur Thacker, the analyst or research analyst at Saks that normally comes and talks to us every Friday, live streams. We talk about Beyond Meat and Oatly, and we're actually going to start talking about the chef. So guys, let me know down in the comments if that's something you want to see him talk about. But basically, he states the question, you specialize in incredible food creations and they're delicious. This is the perfect model to be the basis of a restaurant. Despite growing interest in plant-based food, we still do not have many national and international meat-free restaurant chains. Would this business model ever be something you consider, either as a wholly owned restaurant QR or the franchise model? So we'll see if we got the questions for that. And then, will they be impacted by the war on Ukraine, like wheat and agriculture imports that actually impacts all other companies as well? And then here, what will happen in 2022 and moving into other countries? And one question here, I just want to warn you guys, questions about their financials, the delays, the margins, things like that. You guys had a lot of questions about that, and I actually gave that to Ken. But then we realized, and we talked about it, that they're not going to answer these kind of questions on a expo, right? I mean, they're going to focus on getting people to actually buy their products and getting retailers to start selling their products. So talking about margins and financials and the delays, it's not the right event for that. So there were no questions about that because basically it didn't seem proper. But we know they have a lot of issues with that, and we found out about the different delays, and that is an issue. Actually, we were going to talk about them a little bit because there was some talk about that we would have a chance to meet with the CFO, Stephanie Diekman, but yeah, unfortunately, she didn't show up either. All right, guys, before I show you the video here, I would appreciate if you like the video and if you want to subscribe, if you want updated videos on Tattoo Chef, Beyond Meat, Oatly, to name a few, then make sure to subscribe and don't forget that bell button. And guys, we talk about these companies all the time in my free Discord channel. We're over 500 people now, so feel free to join us in the description down below. All right, here you have the video. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Ken Spector. I'm here at the Natural Products Expo in Anaheim, California. I am here with Matt Williams, who is the Chief Growth Officer at Tattooed Chef. Pleasure to meet you, Matt.
Nice meeting you, Ken.
Yes. So, as far as the number of SKUs, how many SKUs do you currently have at Tattooed Chef?
So we have 140 SKUs today.
Okay.
We're launching 50 this year. 50. So we're obviously very much in the frozen category as kind of our lead business today. And we're in products like the entree category, pizza, vegetables, and we're now really excited about launching a couple new innovations, which is Mexican entrees and burritos as well.
Okay, I saw the pizzas. I noticed it's not a fully vegan company.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, so we are trying to help people on their journey to more plant-based eating, right? And obviously today, there's about 50 million people that we've identified that are Tarians, right? Flavortarian, flexitarian, vegetarian, and obviously vegan, right? So we want to offer products for those consumers to go after that type of a lifestyle. But at the same time, there's about 65 million people out there who just say they want to eat a little less meat. And so Sarah's goal as the Tattooed Chef is to help people along that journey. So we think that if we can create products that help people on that journey to a fully plant-based lifestyle, that we're doing a really good part for the business and for getting towards veganism.
And how would you overall describe your target market for Tattooed Chef?
So we're obviously going after the fact that during COVID, there's a lot of new people that have come into the frozen category. So we're going for consumers who are younger, obviously in their taste profile and their where they sit from a demographic perspective. That obviously means that they're more interested in trying more creative new foods, and I think that's one of the things that we're doing.
Okay, I saw bars at your booth, the new bars that you have. Mm-hmm. What are some other products that you're getting into? What about vegan milks, vegan meats, protein powders?
Yeah, so we're one of the things that's really important to us is to be vertically integrated, right? So we do all of our own manufacturing. So we are going to be launching products when we can find facilities that can make the products that we're looking at. But Sarah is obviously very interested in continuing to expand that. One of the areas that we're focused on next is obviously snack chips, which we'll be launching in the second half of this year.
I spoke with Sarah earlier. She had talked of vegan meat made in Italy. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we make all of our own meats, so we do them in our facility in Italy. One of the things that she's very focused on is they're both soy-free as well as gluten-free, and so we incorporate all of those into all of the products that we're marketing today in the entrees and the pizzas.
Okay, Tattooed Chef has so many different products. Have you or has anyone at the company thought of opening up a restaurant chain called Tattooed Chef internationally?
It's an amazing idea. I mean, I think it's something that we need to obviously think about. We've got clearly a lot on our plate right now, but there's no better way to have people kind of try our products and then that type of environment, and then obviously that can translate into retail. But for the time being, we're obviously focused on growing the retail business, and I'll give it to Sarah. Like, we'll think about that as an opportunity.
How has the Ukrainian-Russian situation affected this company?
There hasn't really been any impact, at least on us immediately, right? We don't source any product from either country, and obviously we import from Italy, so clearly there's some challenges with supply chain globally anyhow, but there has not been any direct impact.
Okay, 2022, what is it looking like for Tattooed Chef?
It's looking like continuing to work with every single one of these amazing retailers that has been at this show today, launching and getting our SKUs into every single retailer. That's one of the things that we're really focused on. We want to have 30 SKUs in every single retail outlet if we can make that happen. And then clearly marketing, right? You can hear the vibe, and the vibe around the brand is around music. We've entered into a great marketing partnership with an exciting record label, Interscope. We're going to be really amplifying that in 2022 and really using that as a way to continue to introduce people to the brand.
And other countries, growth in other countries.
We would love to do it. We've heard and met with a lot of people here. We're starting to explore it, but obviously when you're growing so quickly as we are, we still have so much runway here in the U.S. to fix, but clearly we want to introduce plant-based eating and the Tattooed Chef brand to consumers all around the world.
Okay, and you have 30 seconds to tell people why they should buy Tattooed Chef products.
We are a all-inclusive brand, right? We want everybody to start their path to plant-based eating, and we have products that are for the consumer who has never tried a plant-based product before and can start that journey, and we're all about supporting that and the inclusivity that comes along with it.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So if we just go through the questions, what he actually stated here, will they ever start only producing vegan items? And if not, how come? And he answered that logical to some extent, right? That they're trying to target a much larger audience, a much larger population who might be interested in the future going vegan, but at the moment will be interested in cutting down the meat. And personally, I'm a bias. I feel that if you're willing to cut out some meat of your diet, right, then if it's vegetarian or vegan, should it really matter? And the same with people who are actually vegetarian, right? I mean, if they are vegetarian and they want to try something else, I don't really see that most vegetarians would have an issue buying products that are vegan if it is good alternatives, right? If it's 100% plant-based, they're good, they're tasty. I think that should be the most important. But I do understand that the word vegan is still, there's some stigma there. So from a business perspective, I can understand that reasoning. But I really respect what Matt Williams talked about in the end, that, you know, this could be actually the way to get people to eat for a fully plant-based diet with time, you know, that you do it step by step, right? Not everyone goes directly like this, like I did basically 10 years ago. From one day to the other. I'm a bit extreme in many ways, but there's actually a lot of research out there that states that it could be better if you want to keep a healthy plant-based diet to do it, you know, in sections, you know, trying one or few meals a week and then a day or two, and then you move on from there. And when it comes to their marketing and their target audience, it's like we've talked about before, they're going to focus on the younger generations, on the Gen Zs and millennials, and people who are actually interested in trying something new and different. And the question about moving into other domains and other kinds of products, we know about the snacks and health bars. Like he talks about here, they are interested in moving into other products as well. And the strategy, as we know, I think many of us know that, is to actually acquire other facilities and make those items and work on those and improve on them, making them plant-based. So their typical strategy. And that's what they've done, you know, recently with the New Mexico facility and Belmont facility. And like you said, they're focusing right now on snacks and chips, and we'll see those in the second half of the year. And we got some interesting information about, you know, how Sarah actually produces these fake meat alternatives that is basically without soy and without gluten, which is probably something that's popular, as we know, in the overall market right now, excluding them for different reasons. And then we had Mayor's interesting question here about starting a franchise restaurants. And they seem to find that interesting, but nothing they're that interested in right now or focusing on right now. We know they already have quite a lot to do. And I actually like the idea as well. I mean, it could be a way to get people who would discover their products if they went to these restaurants, they would discover the brand and then start, you know, buying them in the stores later. But again, they have much to do as it is. And then the question about if they believe that they would be impacted by this whole war in the Ukraine. Well, besides the impact that everyone gets, right, regarding, which is probably going to be the supply chain issues, transportation costs, and shipping costs, right? This is something obviously that's going to eat away at their margins. We know that, but that's something that's happening to basically all companies in the world right now. But besides that fact, they didn't seem that they would be specifically impacted by this. And when we asked them the question, what will happen 2022, and will they be moving into other countries? The answers was that they're going to keep obviously expanding into retail stores. They're going to be pushing out their new SKUs, and their goal is to try to get like about 30 SKUs in every store to some extent, or in these retail chains. And obviously that's what we want to see. That's what typical freezer companies do. They have like 30, 40, 50 different SKUs in the freezers, or depending on how large the food company is, they might have in different sections, and that's what they're basically doing now, right? When it comes to the countries, they're not ready to really start moving into other countries. They have a lot to do as it is. They still need to really expand in the US. We do know, though, that they have some products, some few items, some vegetable items in Costco in the UK. But it does seem that they're not going to focus more on that at the moment. So folks, that was about it, guys. Again, a big thank you and a shout out to Ken Spector out there, guys. Give him a thank you in the comments section. I think he did a great job. He's really good when it comes to interviewing people. We're going to see more interviews when tomorrow probably you're going to see the Very Good Food Company, where he actually did interview the CEO of the Very Good Food Company, Mitchell Scott. So he's doing a really great job when it comes to this. I know that some of you, or many of you, are probably going to be disappointed that we didn't get some answers regarding the margins, regarding their financials, but also especially regarding these ongoing delays, right? And now recently we also found out some information regarding that they've done something wrong again when it comes to their accounting regarding their taxes. So we do know there's a lot of issues there right now. So that's something we're going to monitor. But again, this is a food expo, right? So the focus there is for them to sell their products, not talking about financials. And to be honest, I'm not sure that they can just talk about those kind of questions with anyone. I'm not sure if there's any legal ramifications, especially if you talk about the delays, that's not something you could talk about officially. I don't know, but I'm just like guessing and speculating here. So truly sad that we couldn't hear more about that, but it is what it is. I truly hope you got a lot of value from today's video, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button, guys, and help me out to spread this video to more people out there. And if you aren't part of this channel yet, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget that bell button, and again, join our free Discord channel. Remember, whatever's been said here, it's not financial advice, just my own thoughts and opinions. Do your own due diligence as always, and invest safe. Hope to see you tomorrow, and peace out.